Hello, I'm the Communist Penguin, and welcome to Space Engineers Let's Build. Today we will be building an Eldar Dragonship style thing. The prominent feature being it's going to have a giant mega solar panel of doom on the back of it. But this should be interesting. It's probably going to be about as big as that big giant blue spaceship I built a while ago. Check that out, it'll probably be in the description or on my channel. I don't release videos that often, so it won't be hard to find. So I hope you enjoy. I might do a commentary this time, I think, because some people asked for that. And yeah. Okay, so to start the build, we'll be constructing a frame. So yeah, this is going to be the outside of the front dome, I guess. So yeah, like half a semicircle, if you know what I mean. That's basically what's going to be on the front of the ship. I'm also putting some sort of truss parts in the middle to keep it so that if I accidentally, break something, the whole ship doesn't break in half. So yeah, I have to make sure I do this right, because once I got this initial, design laid out, I can't change it later on in the build without having to redo the entire dome, which will be awkward. So I've gone up about 3 blocks here, although I think I reduce it to 2 blocks later on. So yeah, for those of you that are wondering, the green rectangle you can see going through the front of going through the whole build, that's basically a symmetry plane, and I can it will reflect everything I build across that plane, which is very helpful, so I only have to build like half of the actual ship. Now we're sort of getting a bit more shallow here. So yeah, for those of you that are interested, this is in 16 times speed. I think, no, yeah, 16 times that it was built in. So that's why things keep moving quickly. I'm thinking about trying to get someone getting another account or something so I can film it, and so you don't have to see the camera spazzing out everywhere. But yeah, that, it's awkward to get that done. So we're just capping it off here, and I think, I say capping off, we're going to have another bit on top here, and then that's going to be on top of the dome. So now we're adding some more trusses here to double make sure nothing falls off. I think we also added a generator and a gyroscope so that it doesn't start spinning, because that's not very helpful. So I'm just I put this little outcrop on the top of the ship. This isn't the bridge, in case you're wondering. This is just, I don't know, a sensor suite or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I experimented putting some green in there, but that colour's not going to stay. I think I changed it to blue. And yeah, here I'm adding some sort of texture, I guess, some buffering, some just engraving into the actual ship to make it, to give it some depth. So I do this. I do this a couple of times. This working around this sort of line to go towards the back of the ship, and I entrench out this middle section here to make like that bit at the back, the green bit. So just make another one of those, but more, less sticking out. So yeah, I'll go for a blue now. Adding some solar panels in here, just a little bit more, add a little bit to it. So now we're constructing the central bridge section, I guess. So yeah, that bit on the top isn't the bridge. I'm gonna have the bridge built inside of this blue chamber I'm building here, which I'm building out of heavy armor to keep it protected. The rest of the ship isn't made out of heavy armor because, well, I want it to be as light as possible so it can go faster. Also, it's intended to be some sort of troop ship thing. The actual design is based off a Dragonship, which is an Eldar ship from Warhammer. I don't actually know what that ship was used for. I never played Eldar, but yeah, that's what it's going to be used for anyway. So it's going to have mainly sort of troop bed bunks and stuff inside of it. So the focus isn't really armor. Yeah. So now we're building the. This is going to be sort of the outside of the interior bit. So this is all the troops will go inside here. So I'm using interior walls to make it look like it's less armoured and more tactical stuff. I forget to switch on the mirroring bit here, so I have to do the whole thing. Yeah, if you see any other names or text in the video, it's just I had some other people on the server just doing their own thing whilst I was building this. So yeah, I missed a bit of recording here, but I build a bottom a sort of a very shallow dome on the bottom here. It's, you know, a bit of a frontal armor. So yeah, I wanted to make some sort of gun on the front, like coming out the front of the ship. Obviously not an actual gun, just look a little bit like a gun is all I really needed. But I didn't really like the final outcome, so I actually get rid of it right at the end of the build. So yeah, now we're working on the bottom of the crew. I guess the weak spot, you know, where a lot of the crew are going to be. I'm just adding in some sort of, I don't know, extruding sections for, you know, more crew or storage. And I actually get a sort of a slightly rusty brown colour. Using different, rotating the interior blocks as well to get different textures. But yeah, so we're getting some, this is heavy armour, sort of, I guess struts or something, so it looks like it's holding in these bottom sections of the ship. I'm adding some antenna, just stuff to make it look more, okay, less flat and more, you know, pointy, or not pointy, but yeah, add more depth. Just completing the back section of the front, you know, I guess the mid section now. I add these little sort of cylinder things on the side, but yeah, I'm not sure entirely what they're for. They just look cool. So right, now we're starting to build the tail of the ship. This is gonna stick out about that far. You can see that pole. It's gonna stick out quite far from the back of the ship, and it's gonna have the engines on the back, and it's gonna be the bottom of the sail, the solar sail, I guess. This ship's gonna have a mega giant solar panel of doom on the back of it. Unfortunately, in Space Engineering, solar panels aren't very powerful, but you know, it's just, this ship's built for aesthetics, not for, you know, practicality. I say solar sail, it's not actually a sail, because a solar sail implies, basically a solar sail is when you use like light to push yourself along. But yeah, it's just lots of solar panels rather than an actual sail. But yeah, it looks like a sail, so that's what I'm gonna call it. So yeah, now I want to get the bridge to overlap the tail section. So I'm sort of expanding out the bridge and shrinking the top of the tail in it. Unfortunately, when I built this, I built the tail a bit too wide. In fact, I built the whole ship a bit wide, to be honest. But I think it still looks cool, so that's okay. So for the tail, I wanted to have it get smaller in the middle, and then so as it goes along, get smaller, and then get a little bit bigger at the end for where the engines are. Preferably, I'd have it like really smooth transition, but it's hard to do that with 2 meter square blocks, so it's not too bad, but it's just a bit, you know, bumpy. So yeah, for those of you who wonder how long these sort of builds take, I think this build took about 5 hours. It's hard to tell for sure because bits of recording get missed because I have to keep restarting the recording, and the game crashes sometimes when I tab out. But yeah, I think it's around about 5 hours this build was. So yeah, I'm just playing around with engine configurations at the back there. And now I'm going to start to build. This is going to be the base of the mast, which comes out the top. This is what the solar panels are sort of going to be attached to. I wanted this thing to have lots of straight sections which slowly curve over, but considering I can only go at the right angles or 45 degrees, it was hard to actually do that without making it look a bit bumpy. But I think it looks okay in the end. So I'm doing the second section here. I sort of wanted it, as in like the Eldar ships from Warhammer, to be a bit bumpy, have the bits between where you have bones. So as you can see there, I'm just deleting this bit because I wanted it to be more of a steep sort of bend. But yeah, I can't have it actually straight. I have to have sort of little bumps in it. So now I'm trying to go about 45 degrees for this section of this mast. Yeah, I guess that's what this is. This is the mast of the ship. For those of you wondering where this music comes from, it's all from a guy called Technoax who's on YouTube. Links in the description. I use him for a lot of my music, as well as my intro and my outro. It's all the music he makes is royalty free, but I listen to it a lot of the time anyway because it's quite nice. But yeah, so I think I delete this bit because it looks a bit. It just looks too crooked, and I think I end up basically going straight out. Oh no, I go up to 45 degrees again. Yeah, I make the mast a bit small here because I want it to end in like a point. So yeah, now we're going 90 degrees. Oh well, almost 90 degrees. This is the top of the mast. There we go. So now I'm making the bottom of the sail. So yeah, now I get the solar panels out. They're a very, predetermined size. They're like 2x3 blocks, I think. So they're a bit awkward to try and get them on there. So yeah, even despite the massive size of this solar sail, it's only enough to power like, I think, one small thruster, which is pathetic. So I have to put some reactors in anyway. So yeah, I'm just doing the base of the mast now, or the mast. I did consider having rotors to be able to turn it around, but then the power wouldn't be able to flow to the main ship, so I didn't do it in the end. Not that there was much power being produced, but So yeah, here I just get rid of the front prow lance, or whatever you want to call it, because it just looked really stupid. That's adding in some thrusters. Like I said, not adding much thrusters because it's not a proper military ship. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's done. So I'll take you on a tour of the ship. Okay, so here's the completed ship. So yeah, I have completed the interior off camera because it's boring. So yeah, there's a bit of a weird bug where solar panels don't render as far away as other blocks. So the moment my graphics is on extreme, which is a bit crazy. So if I just put it down to high, you'll see all the solar panels will just stay. Oh, there you go. Look. So you end up with just an empty sail, which is a bit weird. But yeah, we can fly inside the ship. It does lag a little bit. I'm at about 10 frames. But yeah, it's not unbearable. My computer isn't the best computer ever. Right, so we're going inside. Yeah, I did add some reactors to the ship because it was just a bit, you know, like I said, that solar panel can only power one small thruster, which isn't enough to go anywhere. You can't. I didn't even get 0.1 meters per second. So yeah, we have some sort of rooms here. If I go down here, I can sprint. I always forget you can sprint in this game. So yeah, we have some sort of socializing room here. We got some big storage crates, and we got another room here. Oh, two stories this time. We got through here. This is just where all the bog standard troops go. We got like loads and loads of really small bunks. So each of these would be for like one person. So yeah, not the nicest place to stay, but it's a troop ship. We've got little storage containers here, and then we got some refinery. We've got some assemblers, and a couple of refineries right at the front of the ship here. So yeah, I guess if they didn't need to make anything, they can go here. We'll go back. I'll show you the top floor because there's the bottom floor here and there's the floor above. So we got this double staircase here, which takes us up to the second floor. Now here we've got more luxury rooms. I say luxury; they're just a bit more private. So there's what 1, 2, 3. There's 12 people to a room, and they've got a little storage container for all their personal belongings. That's about, I think, there's 8 of these little rooms, or 9, or 10. I don't know. Yeah, 10 of these little rooms. And then we go to this is the bridge section here, the sort of central section of the ship. We got a beacon, and some medical rooms, a couple of backup gyroscopes in case the main bit where all the gyroscopes are gets destroyed, and we got the bridge bit here. I'll come back to this later and I'll fly it around a bit, maybe I'll show you what it performs like. So I'll just go to the front of this bit of the ship. I think that's the end of... Oh yeah, we've got this bit here. This is a very sort of, I guess, small storage container for like weapons and stuff. It's quite vast actually. I wanted to have some sort of weird way of storing things, so I came out of this. So it's sort of, you can walk around, there's containers everywhere, it's a bit crazy, and you get lost quite easily. Then we've got this bit here, we got some slightly less ghetto troop bits here. And next to that we got a nice little bit for the sort of troops to sit around, I guess, and I don't know what this could be. Making furniture in Space Engineers, there's like nothing you can do for furniture at the moment. So yeah. And then we got this, which I guess would be sort of the mess hall, maybe. I don't know. I made some little table things. I don't want to add too many small furniture things like this because it adds lag. But yeah, I'll just quickly go to the bridge and I'll show you what the ship performs like. Okay, so we're back in the bridge. So if I get the cockpit here, you can see the stats there. This thing weighs nearly 19,000 tons, which is a lot. Yeah, the acceleration is not too bad. That's about what? Like 0.3 meters per second, and it can rotate very quickly considering how big it is, which is mainly due to about 1 billion gyroscopes in that tail section there. Yeah, in terms of combat, not too good. The front is only like 1-2 arms thick in places, so it wouldn't take much for beating. You know, plus most of the gyroscopes are all in this tail here. If I could get the camera in there. Oh, you can't. Well, yeah. It wouldn't be too hard to take out, but yeah, it looks pretty cool, I think. So that's all that matters, in my opinion. So yeah, if you liked the video, please like the video, as you know, as makes sense, and leave a comment if you feel like it, and subscribe for more building videos. I've been the Communist Penguin, and yeah, peace out.